This is the foldable for section 4.5. And what we're looking at today is scatter plots. What scatter plots really means is that you take natural information. It's not going to be exact. It's not going to be a pattern clearly because real life doesn't work that way. We're also looking at relationship between two variables. We're going to look at variable x and variable y, no matter what they are. And a positive correlation is like a positive relationship. When the x's increase, the y values increase. And that's usually what we think of when we have a positive correlation. But we need to understand that also when it decreases, when the x values decrease, the y values will also decrease. For a negative relationship, they don't go in the same direction, they go in opposite directions. So when the x's are increasing, or when they increase, the y values decrease. Sometimes in your state exam, they give you different situations. So that's why I need you to know that also, if the x values decrease, then the y values will increase. For the no correlation, there is no relationship between the two variables. No matter what happens, there's no set pattern. So I don't really want to write anything here, but let me just give you one example. If the x happens to increase, the y values can increase and decrease at the same time. It's not consistent. There's no real relationship between them. Okay, let's take a look inside. So we're looking at the relationship between these variables, these values. We don't need to know exactly what they are, but look at this. It looks like they're having a positive trend. They look like they're going upwards in value. Let's take a closer look. If we go to 1,000, it looks like it may be 3. And if we go to 2,000, maybe 500, I'm not sure. We're at 7 maybe, and so on. So the values of the x's are increasing, and so are the values of the y. I'm going to draw a line right here. This is considered a line of best fit. And what you try to do is draw a line that would be the closest to most of the points. So look right here, we got a lot of points that are really close to the line. That would be a line of best fit. We can tell that this line looks like it's positive. For the lines of best fit, they might not be exact. So what one student gets might not be what the other student gets. Let me just give you another example. This still looks like it fits most of the points. It's not going to be the exact same, or this one. So there's a lot of variation between these. That's why we call it best fit. It's what best fits. We can write the equation of that line. What we do is plot the 2 points that are actually on that line. Let me select 2 points. I'm going to select the point 502 and about 3,413. They're close on that line. We find the slope first. We do the y values on the numerator. 13 minus 2 divided by 3,400 minus 500. That's equal to 11 divided by 2,900, which is going to give me approximately 0.004. That's my slope. And the reason that I want to do a decimal slope is because we actually won't be graphing it. We just need to understand the equation, the line of best fit. See what the line of best fit is. Now we're going to substitute in the values. I'm going to get the first point and do 2 is equal to, and then 0.004, which is my slope, times 500. And then we have to add b to solve for the b. 2 is equal to, and that happens to come out to be 2 plus b. We're going to subtract 2 from both sides. 0 is equal to b. Since I'm not really needing to graph it, I don't have to write the b. The equation of best fit is y is equal to 0.004x. I want to zoom into my line just to show you that my y-intercept is incorrect. It's a little bit off. So why did that happen? Well, I selected points that were close, but not actually on the line. All right. So this is a positive correlation. So I'm going to write it right here. And now this is no coincidence that we had a positive slope. The line looks like it's going the positive direction. The slope is positive. It's a positive correlation. So for this one, what do you think? Negative. It is negative. This would have a negative correlation, so our slope should be negative. We also need to understand the values. I want to go over here and look, as my x's are increasing, so we start over here. This is the value for the y. It's like 15 maybe. What's it going by? 2. So 14. And then if I go to 40, it goes all the way down to maybe 7. And if I keep going, so my y values are decreasing. My y values are decreasing, while my x values are increasing. Still making it a negative correlation. Okay, so I'm going to select the points. I'm going to select the points 20 and 14, and 1, 20, and 2. So again, how do you select the points? You want the points that are on the line, preferably, or closest to it. So 20, 14, and 122. We find the slope. The y's go on top. 2 minus 14. 120 minus 20. Write that equal sign over here and say that this is negative 12 divided by 100. And that will equal a negative 0.125. We're going to substitute the values of the first equation. So I have 14 is equal to negative 0.012. Oh, sorry. Put a 0. It's not a 0. It's 0.125 times 20 plus b. So we've done this before where we substitute the values to find b. 14 is equal to a negative 2.5 plus b. We're going to add 2.5 to both sides. 16.5 is equal to b. So that means that my equation of best fit is y is equal to negative 0.125x plus 16.5. All right, I'm going to zoom into the picture. Does that look like my y-intercept is correct? Maybe. It's a little bit above 16, just a little bit. And it's going by 2s, maybe. All right, in the last one. In the last one, it looks like there is no correlation, no relationship, no set pattern. So how can I tell? Well, one, I can't draw a line. This line will cross over to just as much as this one, just as much as this one. We can even go in the opposite direction. And there's no real set pattern. I can't draw a line anywhere to get the majority of those points or the trend of those points. That's why there's no correlation. If I can't draw a line, then can I write the equation on a line? No. I can't draw a line. That means I can't write a line.